All right, I'm going to take another kick at this. I've watched this replay a couple of times. It's a game from last night in the Oodaloi, and I'm recording this on the heels of a much lengthier video I just posted regarding the Oodaloi stealth build and how I feel like it's a more forgiving way to play the ship for people new to it. And I also feel like it's a great way to use what you're taking from Ognivoy and transfer it into a much different ship, but still use the same captain. Ognivoy obviously is a surprising little torpedo monster. And most captains moving into Oodaloi for the first time think, what happened? This is way different. And it is. It's way different.
Engine boost activated.
I previously detailed in the much longer Oodaloi video what my build is. I use concealment and survivability type build. I find this ship shines when it survives deep into game. And I also find that with the concealment build, with the concealment module and captain skill, taking you down to 7.2, you can push into caps early and take other destroyers by surprise. You can't stay in there and contest the cap. It's not your cap, but you can put a few big licks on them and stop them in their tracks. And that's one of the beautiful things I love about domination games with concealment build in Oodaloi. I think this game, I know this game, you're going to see some of that.
Smoke generator
Benson's
started.
already pushed into cap. He's in a sad spot right now. I'm going to put some licks on him. But I also don't want... I don't want any of their big ships to peel off most of my HP early on.
Smoke screen
so
set.
I'm going to pop smoke, which I don't really use that much, to be honest. This is more or less what I use smoke for. I don't use it offensively. I'm going to peel back in behind my smoke screen. Give myself an opportunity to dodge the torps that I know are coming in from the Benson. Ibuki is... in this ship, it's one of my most feared cruisers to see within 15 kilometers. So I'm going to take cover in that smoke screen that I laid. I know there's torpedoes coming. I'm waiting for them.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, there they are.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I do a sick torpedo beak here. I've switched to AP, by the way, and look at what AP does. Soviet AP on Oodaloi, Grozovoy, man, underappreciated. It's...
All stations requesting fire on the
can do some damage.
Target.
I'm gonna fire up into that smoke. I know he's still sitting there. I have 15 torpedoes at my disposal. They travel 66 knots. One torpedo is enough to take out a full health Fletcher. Torpedoes are underutilized. Underutilized. Underutilized in Oodaloi, in my experience. And it's not to say that it should be employed as a torpedo boat. Oh, there's the Benson.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Clearly this is a gunboat, first and foremost.
Concentrate fire on the target.
But I have really done a lot better. I've had better games overall using this build and exploiting the the great torpedoes that this thing has. There's a good reason that Wargaming only gave it 8-kilometer torpedoes. It would be clear Russian bias if these suckers went 10 kilometers. So I'm starting a long and brutal duel with
Smoke
the
generator
Jean Bart.
started.
I'm going to use the smoke to give myself a bit of a break. He's one of the 90% of players who can shoot very effectively into smoke.
Smoke screen set.
Which I've always found very annoying.
Engine boost activated.
But then again, so are constant fires. So the torpedoes I put out here are more kind of piss off torpedoes. Yeah, I know I'm not going to reach the Jean Bart, but he's got to turn away. And that's what matters for me here, is making him move away from my position. He's already spanked me enough. Musashi is dealing with the Ibuki. I'd really like that Ibuki to go away. Oh. And because I'd really like that Ibuki to go away, I'm going to put myself in a position to help make that Ibuki go away. Oh, but... Right, Jean Bart. Musashi's dead. The dream is over. It's time to break off. Get what damage I can on the Jean Bart. Switching to AP again.
Engine boost deactivated. Nice work. Problem solved, sir.
Now, let's look at the minimap. We have a preponderance of firepower over here. We've held B for a good chunk. I cannot believe that Jean Bart, every single time I watch this replay, I can't believe that Jean Bart hit me there. Anyway, we've held B for quite a while. B's going to fall now, and they're going to hold a good advantage over us, keeping most of my team penned in here. It now falls on me with the Musashi dead and the Ibuki moving upward to keep this guy occupied. His guns coming out here and up here to defend B will really, really hurt our team effort. So I have to get his attention. I'm going to use my concealment build and my speed to get into a position where I can stealth torpedo this guy. Unfortunately, I messed this up really bad. I should have been able to end his game right here, but I chose instead to I chose instead to aim backward off the indicator, believing that he was going to try to turn more downward. I was thinking more of me and not of where he was going to go to be effective. Had I just led ahead of the indicator, his game would be over. Nonetheless, I do land a torpedo strike here. And, more importantly, I do what I set out to do in the first place, and that's get his attention. If he's shooting at me, he's not shooting at these guys over here. And Cossack obviously has the same
Engine boost
idea.
activated.
We're penned in a little bit here, and in order for us to escape, we really don't want to have a powerful battleship sitting in this spot defending our effort to push out of A.
The ship is on fire.
Man, this guy hits me so many
solved,
times.
sir. Smoke generator started.
Again.
The ship is on fire.
So see what I'm doing with my smoke screen here? This is one of the many really cool tactics I learned from
Smoke screen set.
Destroyer Kuroshiokai. I've got this great big crescent-shaped smoke screen to exist in. What this normally does, shooting from way back here in the smoke, looks very much to the battleship like I'm way up here. Unfortunately, he still manages to hit me somehow. Though, more often than not, with a deep smoke screen like this, players will fire in your smoke and land really, really shallow. And that's what I was after there. It worked out, like, kind of. I'm still alive. I'm coming in for a stealth torp, and in lieu of a stealth torp, I at least will get away really quick.
Engine boost deactivated.
Again, aimed way too far behind. And that's the beauty of replays. I won't do this again. I won't underestimate the speed of a French battleship ever again, even with 66 knot torpedoes. Look, oh man, I could have got him so good here. I get 2 torpedoes on. Unfortunately, they're so close together that I don't get maximum damage out of both hits. I'm going to double back now that I've done what I can do. Kerr first takes out the Ibuki. Udaloy should be looking for me, knowing full well I only have 520 health left. He's going to try to take refuge behind this island. He's getting some heavy fire. He's already popped his smoke. He knows that killing me here will really give his team a chance to win. I anticipate that, and I just take a really, really good guess at where he's going to head. I figure he's going to come around here. Once my torpedoes load, I'm going to get them out there. And here's the great advantage to the stealth build with Udaloy. He won't see me, and I will see him. The other one you saw was my opportunity to absolutely ruin that Jean Bart, even though I messed the entire thing up. I at least had the chance to do like 160,000 damage in this game. If I were better, I would have, but I'm not. So here we are, settling for a torp hit on Udaloy late in the game.
Enemy destroyer fired.
It was a good guess. So we're going to win this. That's really apparent. I did everything I could do with Udaloy, given what I've learned from experience playing DDs, playing Russian DDs, playing American DDs, playing Japanese DDs, and put that kind of all into practice here. This isn't, a knock 'em dead, kill fest, carry by any stretch of the imagination. But it's a good game. And I get more and more of these good games since I switched to the build that I've been using presently. I started this with the season of ranked, the tier 9 season of ranked, where you had to run around and capture all the appearing objectives. That was the best ranked season. And I had a really good time. That's when I really started to appreciate some of the more subtle charms of the Udaloy. In particular, the effectiveness that its torpedoes can have. Landing 6 torpedoes probably isn't a typical Udaloy game by any stretch of the imagination. Landing 6 torpedoes, I find, is actually a typical Udaloy game for me now, in certain contexts. But it can be used. Those insane torpedoes, 15 of them, at 66 knots, 8 kilometers, 14,600 maximum hit points, I think. I think they're an underexploited resource. I'm not saying that this is the only way to play the boat. Clearly it isn't. There are some very good players, much better than I. Hi, Kuro. That play differently, and it just, for me, this works really well for me, and that's why I'm putting this up here for your consideration. I hope you took something out of it. I really enjoy this replay. I really enjoy this boat. I don't think it's hard to play as some of you out there think it is. Give it another try. Get out there and enjoy it. Thanks, guys.